This is my heavily modified 2240. Now I have iron sights, well, fixed sights. I'm also running a rail with a rail adapter and a funky little ACOG type prism scope. And most of the modifications in this gun are internal. I have a performance valve in there, performance RP valve. I have a Boss Buddy air transfer port. I have a longer barrel, 14 inches, a stronger spring, and a slightly heavier hammer. So it has more dwell time and releases more CO2 into the system. Now there's a lot more modifications I could do that would be cosmetic, but this little pistol shoots really well. Whether you're shooting as a pistol or as a handgun or as, whatever, it does the trick. So cheap little crappy scope, but it works. Now today we're shooting H&N 29 grain, 29.17 grain powder drivers. Now I don't know if they even still make these anymore, but it is what I'm using today. And I've been able to shoot 14.7 grain pellets out of this gun at about 700 feet per second. Well, we'll talk about that in a minute. While it's still not legal to hunt small game in Texas with this gun, and it may not be in your state either. That one went too high. So that was a solid ping. Now these guns can be modified extensively, and usually you'll notice if you get into Crossman 2240s that any of these Crossman pistols, they're on the low end of the price range, and a lot of the stuff is made out of plastic and aluminum. But they've always been a modification project. Sights, optics, mounts, they don't come standard with a lot of stuff. When you get this gun from the store, you'll have a set of iron sights. Usually an iron up here in the front that's not fiber optic, and one back here in your rear sight, which is pretty much fixed. And that's how you shoot the thing. So you can add to it what you want it. You can get adjustable sights, all kinds of things that you can do for your gun. You can get decorative fixtures and whatever. But if you're going to hunt with these, it's basically a rabbit gun or a non-game bird species gun. We're talking like Eurasian doves, which is an invasive species that we can hunt at will any time of the year. So that's pretty much what you're relegated to. Now the law says that your gun has to shoot 600 feet per second minimum to hunt small game, squirrels or quail, that kind of thing. But they don't have any standard to put that by. They're not carrying chronographs around, So if you get caught hunting with it, you're going to probably have to defend yourself. Some game wardens may take it at face value that you modified the gun. My advice is to stick to rabbits and Eurasian doves, that kind of thing. And this is a good gun for that. Too bad it's a good squirrel gun too. I can confirm or deny nothing there. So the 2240, we're going to take a couple more shots with it. Much better. Up a little bit. This is a good little varmint pistol, rat catcher, backpack gun. If you don't want to deal with the stock, with the shoulder stock, you can take it off. and put the pistol grip on. And it's still a pistol either way. It's a little longer barrel. But if you want to get velocity out of one, you got to have a little longer barrel. You got to dump more air or CO2 into the chamber, which is essentially we're doing both with this build. A little cheap fast scope on it, or even a red dot, and you can go to work.